I am getting him now, but almost can't hear because of the background noise on site.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pleb. In tonight's story, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh gets heckled on live television. Jagmeet was giving a press conference today when an angry Canadian drove by on live TV, called him a piece of beep, and Jagmeet calls him a homophobe. As well, tonight, Justin Trudeau visits Hamilton, and freedom fighters met up with him and let them know exactly what they think of him. And in our last story, Justin Trudeau shows up to the press conference with a weird bandage on his forehead. We're going to try to figure out what's going on, so stick around. We have a great report. Before we start tonight's report, I just want to remind you guys that most of you are not subscribed to my channel. Why is that? Is it because you love Justin Trudeau? Is it because you love Jagmeet Singh? Is that why you won't subscribe to me? All right, enough with the shilling, pleb. Let's kick off the report, because we do have a good one tonight, guys. I am not kidding. We have Trudeau getting heckled. We have Jagmeet getting heckled. We have all types of comedy here tonight, so you're going to want to stick around and watch tonight's report. So let's kick it off with the story of Jagmeet Singh, who is on television today, giving a press conference on live TV, and an angry Canadian drove by Jagmeet to let him know exactly what he thought of him. Let's enjoy this hilarious clip. All right, I'm going to try to fix the audio in editing because it's like recorded off of TV, but I'll do my best to boost this in the editing room. Let's roll it.
Maybe I'll take a pause if then he goes on. If it's not on stage,
I am getting him now, but almost can't hear because of the background noise on site.
Your homophobia is very...
What? Did he call him a homophobe? What is going on there? He said, call out the Prime Minister, you're a POS. And then Jagmeet calls him a homophobe? What?
Background noise on site.
Your homophobia? What? Oh, great. Welcome to Clown World Canada. We're calling someone a POS makes you a homophobe now. And this is an elected official, one of the most powerful men in Canada. This is who's leading us, guys. Does this not frustrate you? The level of stupidity and the level of gaslighting that we're getting from these people? Truly amazing. You're a piece of shit. It's a homophobia. It's an absolute clown show here in Canada. Absolute clown show. And of course, Twitter had the exact same reaction as I did. WTF? How does a lawyer, Jagmeet Singh, connect you're a POS to homophobia? Like, these woke, mental gymnastics are beyond comedy at this point. How do those two things even connect? What an absolute clown world. But I mean, Jagmeet Singh has a history of being ridiculous. Like, do you guys remember this famous tweet of Jagmeet Singh's giving his eulogy to Fidel Castro? Read this tweet here. He saw a country wrapped by poverty, illiteracy, and disease. So he led a revolution that uplifted the lives of millions. Uplifted the lives of millions. Seriously? Seriously. Do you know anybody in Cuba who's having a great life right now? Like, Canadians, when we vacation there, they tell us to bring deodorant, bring toothpaste, bring like basic necessity items because things are so bad in Cuba. Yeah, that's what Jagmeet calls uplifting. What a clown. All right, and in our next story, it was not just Jagmeet Singh that's getting heckled in this video. Justin Trudeau visited Hamilton yesterday, and in what is a reoccurring theme, freedom fighters or protesters, whatever you want to call them, people who are not fans of Justin Trudeau, showed up to his motorcade and let Justin know exactly what they thought of him. Not exactly sure what building this is, but maybe you guys could let me know in the comments, but I think this is Justin Trudeau's Suburban.
Dirty cockroach!
Oh.
There he is, dirty cockroach. He's right in there. Look at him, dirty cockroach. Dirty cockroach, killing our country.
I also have another clip here from independent journalists on Instagram who had some questions for Justin Trudeau. Let's see what she had to say here.
Shaking. There he is. Trudeau, are you going to apologize to Canadians? Are you going to apologize to Canadians for saying the vaccine was safe and effective? Are you going to apologize? What about Maddie Daguerre, who's in a feeding tube? What about John Hartman, who died from the Pfizer vaccine? What about the elderly who died alone? What about them? Traitor.
You watch clips like that and you get sad that, like, this is the state of Canada. And you're like, man, our prime minister's getting heckled everywhere he goes. It's sad. And I don't feel bad for Justin Trudeau. I just feel sad that this is the state of Canada right now. Like, obviously, Justin Trudeau deserves this. And this is what you get for dividing a country to win an election. This is the result. And it's just sad. And Pierre, if you're watching this, man, please, no divisive politics going forward. We have a lot of healing to do in this country. Like, this country is so badly divided, so badly hurt, so badly broken. We need to fix this country together. And hopefully Pierre leads by example and we start healing. Like yesterday, Justin Trudeau was giving another town hall, playing the divider yet again. Like, I want to show you guys this clip. Now, don't quote me on this, of this being yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. According to the person who edited this clip, this is from yesterday. Either way, this is Justin Trudeau answering questions at a town hall when a man of color asked Justin Trudeau about, Ukraine and the role of NATO. Watch Justin Trudeau's answer to just a nice question, a polite question from a Canadian citizen here.
To ask, one is about Ukraine and
First
Russia.
of all, what's your name?
My name is Michael. Canada is traditionally known for advocating for peace. I know we are a member of NATO, but I know we don't have a nuclear weapon. Why has your government failed to draft a peace proposal to end this war in Ukraine?
I'm going to have to call you out, Michael. You're completely wrong about the war in Ukraine.
Oh.
It is not a proxy war between the United States and Russia right now.
Their faces.
That's Russian propaganda and disinformation. My job is to call that stuff out.
I'm going to have to call you out, Michael. You're completely wrong. He couldn't even look at the guy's face when he was asking him a question. What arrogance. If anything I've learned from the last 2 years, 3 years, okay? If our government like Trudeau calls something a conspiracy, it's most likely true. If they're calling it propaganda, it's most likely true. Absolutely everything they say is a lie. So how am I ever supposed to trust a word that comes out of his mouth? And with the Conservatives having a 10% lead on the Liberals now, an absolute blowout, by the way, the new dumb Liberal Party strategy now is to blame Pierre Poilievre for getting people angry and anxious instead of actually taking responsibility for your own actions and your own failures. Let's watch the latest Liberal gaslight coming from Minister Seamus O'Regan, and we're going to watch Pierre Poilievre's clapback to this because the clapback is great. So we'll get through Seamus, 40 seconds, then we'll get to Pierre. Watch Pierre's response after this. All right, try not to vomit at this absolute garbage spin here. We're going to have a good laugh over this.
I really just don't like politicians who rile people up unnecessarily.
So stop breaking Canada.
Nerves are raw. I don't see the need for it. I am all for civil debate. I'm all for hardened debate. I'm all for disagreement. I got no problem with any of that. I don't like riling people up for the sake of riling people up. I don't like making people more anxious than they need to be. I think it's well documented that I went through a period of depression and anxiety in my life.
No one gives a shit. Why are you even mentioning that? It's
not easy. And I think it is.
He's trying to get sympathy. He's mentioning his depression to try to get sympathy here. Weak sauce.
Unforgivable, frankly, to rile people up even more than they need to be right now. There's enough going on in the world.
Now watch Pierre's response to this absolute nonsense.
Prime Minister has accused you of drumming up fear and anger in the Canadian public, suggesting the way you're doing politics is dangerous for Canadians. You're trying to soften your image. Are you concerned about the idea that you are being portrayed to Canadians as angry?
I think that the people who can't pay their rent would realize that whether I told them or not. Do you really think that the single mother who's seen her rent go up by 100% under Trudeau wouldn't have noticed if I didn't say it? Do you think the 1.5 million people who are forced to go to food banks because Trudeau's driven their food prices up so much wouldn't have noticed if I didn't say it out loud?
Preach.
Do you think the 35-year-old who would have easily been able to afford a home in his 20s when I was the minister responsible, but is now stuck in his parents' basement, wouldn't have noticed that he's living in a basement?
God, he's torturing
Had I
her.
not said it? Do you think that the 500 people who came out to a crime town hall in Timmins because they no longer feel safe in their community wouldn't have noticed all the crime in their city had I not said it out loud? Justin Trudeau and some of his supporters in the media are really concerned that Canadians are angry with him. I'm concerned that Canadians can't afford to live.
Boom.
And that they're not safe in their communities. Justin Trudeau is upset that I'm saying things are broken. Maybe he should stop breaking them.
Maybe he should stop breaking them. Damn. Can you get a better response than what Pierre Poilievre just responded there? Like, the Liberals are so worried about people's feelings being hurt. Man, we have real problems in this country, okay? Words are not violence. Feelings don't matter. People are really hurting. Grow up. And last night, I managed to upset the left and the PPC bros at the same time when I put out this tweet. I wanted to tweet about Pierre's biceps. It's been a couple of days. Where I wrote, PPC leader Maxime Bernier deserves the same amount of blame as Justin Trudeau for the mess Canada is in. He splits the Conservative vote and helps Trudeau stay in power. Next election, there will be no Conservative vote splitting. It's time to get Trudeau out of office. Now, yes, I put both of their biceps side by side just for a little comparison between the two men. By the way, Pierre looking great in that pic, looking way bigger than Maxime. Well, the comments I got from some of these tweets were absolutely hilarious, and I wanted to read some of them with you guys before we end the video. I got a lot of angry PPC comments, whatever. I'm not going to read those. I got a funny comment here from Andrew, and the comments under this are pretty hilarious. Andrew writes to the Pleb, how do you become jacked while also putting in the work to become prime minister and raise a family? This is a question I'd love to see you ask Pierre on the show. Pierre, come on my show. Will you come on my show, Pierre? Give me an interview. Let's do an interview. Either way, the responses under this were absolutely unhinged. Let's laugh at some of them. So some lady named Kim Irene, okay, leftist, seems to believe that Pierre Poilievre has a silicone six-pack and photoshopped biceps, okay? They're photoshopped now. Dana, look at this meme that the left made here. Pierre Poilievre lies about everything. Pierre jacked in Calgary. Pierre unjacked yesterday. The jacking equipment. Okay, that sounds wrong, right? The jacking equipment. Even Pierre's body is fake, they write. Holy shit, this joke is amazing. I mean, and it's not just the leftists. Even like one of the biggest PPC influencers on Twitter is now accusing Pierre Poilievre of being on steroids. This is how ridiculous it's gone. I just love how they accuse him of being on steroids. They're basically admitting that Pierre does look jacked. He looks so jacked that it can't even be real. Like silicone abs, muscle padding, steroids. Oh, God, this is too funny. And in our last story, Justin Trudeau showed up to a press conference yesterday with a weird bandage on his forehead. Okay? And I went and asked Twitter, what happened to Justin Trudeau's forehead? I thought to end this video, I'm going to share some of my favorite comments underneath that tweet. And let's try to figure out what the hell's going on with his forehead. Our first comment comes from Bratney saying that he had to shave his horn down. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Shave the horn down there. Trudeau must go writes to me, he had a frontal lobotomy. But my favorite comment from all the, I think I got like 1,000 comments underneath that tweet. My favorite comment, the winner of today, comes from OBGYN Kenobi, who writes, Jagmeet must have a belly button ring. Too funny. What a perfect way to end off this video with that Justin Trudeau forehead bandage picture, because I can actually pass the question along to you guys here on YouTube. What the hell is going on with Trudeau's forehead? Could you guys tell me? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think that could possibly be. I definitely want to hear it. If you guys enjoy this type of videos, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot. And if you didn't like it, put a thumbs down. Tell me I suck. I'm cool with that too. My name is the Pleb. This was today's report, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.